Helen Yee here in Las Vegas. Always great to be joined by one of the best fighters and one of the best analysts out there, Mr. Dominick Cruz. First off, happy early birthday.
Yeah, it is actually. Thanks for actually knowing my birthday.
Of course. So with that being said, any birthday plans coming up?
No. I'm doing many different things. I do community work here in Las Vegas, so I give a lot of time. I'm fighting, so I'm still training every day. You got to train every day, trying to build little businesses. I'm an analyst, a color commentator. I do ESPN, Unlocking Victory now and then. So between all those little hats, I just enjoy my job. I enjoy what I do, and I get to just, every day I get to choose doing something that I love. So I really don't have a lot of off time that I need. Maybe go in nature, one time I went to Six Flags, ran through Six Flags. I love doing that.
Yeah, hey, roller coasters, who could say no to that? But a man of many talents you are, and like I mentioned, you're a great analyst. This weekend, huge fight coming up. Jon Jones is returning. He is favored over Ciryl Gane. So in your opinion, what do you think Ciryl needs to do to pull off the victory this weekend?
Well, his style does, his base style does bring a lot what he needs to do naturally, which is move his feet the whole time, lateral movement side to side, don't go straight back in straight lines, and finish his combinations with kicks, and he does all these things naturally, Ciryl Gane, and he's very tricky. And he's so big and so lengthy that anytime Jones has faced somebody that length, he's taken some damage and had a tough time in the terms of Alexander Gustafsson. That's really the one that gave him the hardest time. That was the tallest. So, maybe Dominick Reyes, right? So when you look at that, those little issues of the length and the damage that they can create, Ciryl Gane brings naturally. The problem is he just doesn't have the grappling. There's no way. Jon Jones is one of the best grapplers in the 205 division 10 years ago. He's definitely the best grappler in the heavyweight division. So how do you get past Jon Jones being able to grab a hold of you, double underhook you on the fence, take you down, elbow you, and either mount you and elbow you to death, or when you turn your back because you don't want to be elbowed, you get choked. That's how I see this going over a short period of time.
And I saw that you tell the Schmo there's obviously so much going on in Vegas right now in that lightweight division. They're filming The Ultimate Fighter. So when Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor eventually fight later this year, who do you think wins that?
Man, to say who I think wins, I don't know, because I might be calling that one. I'll probably be calling that fight. Yeah, I'm not calling this Jones one, so I can choose who I think. But I think that fight's just epic because of the way that Michael Chandler shows up as a wrecking ball for 3 rounds. He's got the cardio, the explosiveness, and the strength to be a wrecking ball for 3 rounds. And yeah, it might not always be the technical, perfect martial art way to do things, every decision he makes, but you see him knock people out and strangle people because he's got that level of jiu-jitsu. He's very good on the ground at finishing fights with grappling, but he's a wrecking ball, so he just bounces around and just demolishes things, whereas Conor's so good at dodging the ball and hitting you from every other angle. He's very quick, he's got extremely good counters, and he sees if you load anything, he hits you before you load. So those are the issues I see from Mike. If Mike shows anything, he's going to get clipped. So it's going to have to just be Michael Chandler sprinting for 3 rounds, which no matter what,
it's exciting.
A fun fight.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the champion of that division, Islam, he just beat Alex Volkanovski a few weeks ago. Do you see him holding his title for a while in the lightweight division? Yeah,
who beats him? He already beat the whole division before he even became champion, pretty much. So I don't know who beats him. He's awesome.
Someone that you and I have spoken about previously, Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat's coach has said that Khamzat's next fight will be in the 185-pound division, the middleweight division, and he's calling for a fight against either the champion or number 1 contender. Do you think Khamzat is deserving of that?
Got it, deserving. That I'm very careful to use the word deserve because, we don't deserve anything, in my opinion. You get what you work for. However, if he gets that slot, then that would determine that the UFC brass believes he's worked for it. So who am I to? That's not my position. That's the beautiful part about my job, is I get to just stand here and be a fan. If that fight happened, is the question, would it be fun to watch, and would I watch? The answer is yes, absolutely. He's moving up to 185 to fight the champ. Of course I'm going to watch it. Of course it's going to be fun. Of course it's going to be exciting. But deserve isn't a word I really think of. That's not my place.
Lastly, though, Izzy will be trying to reclaim his title against Alex. Do you think he will be successful at that?
It's a good question. I think that if anybody can beat Alex, it would be Izzy, right? I mean, they faced each other so many times. I think if they faced each other 10 times, who would win the most? I would say probably Alex. I would say Alex would probably win 6 out of 10 times if I had to guess. But that still gives Izzy plenty of shots. And if we get to see one of those shots, see one of those fights that he wins, I would love to watch it. I mean, I think he definitely has every tool necessary to do so. So why couldn't he do it is the question that I would ask.
And for all your fans who love watching you and can't wait to see more of you, what would you like to let them know?
I'm here. I'm just grinding with analyst stuff, giving back to the sport as much as I can. And when a good fight comes up, I'm still always training, getting that job done too. So I'll be ready for the right matchup when it feels good and everything is lined up perfectly for the money and the time spent and the damage that's going to be done to both of us. That'll be the fight to make, and I'll be excited about it.